The dead internet theory is a concept that suggests the possibility of an internet.
All right. Okay, let's dive right into what we got here today. Hey, I've told you I've been working on a new album. Well, Intoxic Blue, new album, is out right now, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a mixture of electronics and, electronia and electronic music with straightforward music with a simple message about the future, about the great beyond. And hope you enjoy it. That's what we got out there, and we're going to be playing it on the program. And while we're at it, I'm going to be talking some more on my programs about what's called engagement farming. I've told you before about when people buy things to get people to boost their analytics or how many people they got on. It's all fake. Elon Musk brought that up just recently on Yahoo. We seen it, and that's a good term that we're going to be using more often, because yes, there is a problem about inflating things. We're in inflation, plus economically, but there's also the things like what Trump went through about inflating his worth. If look at it this way, we all do it. We've all been told. We duplicate what we've been told. We duplicate it. We think we know what we're doing, but then when we duplicate what maybe the older generation told us how to inflate it, the value of something, like inflate how much your car is worth, how much your house is worth, how much your business is worth. And behind the scene, there's something wrong with it, but you're not telling anybody. That's a form of inflating that we have been taught all around the world to make money, how to inflate something. So when we point the finger at one man, we're pointing three more fingers at us, okay? At ourselves. It's something we've learned in our habits of inflating. I sold, well, I actually didn't sell, but I was selling, tried to sell a couple cars. Well, people come in and they'll look at the car and they're going to find things that you didn't see. Like, oh, there's a little water leak over here and there's no water leak. Or they might have stuck a pin in the hose itself to get you to come down on the price. Things like that. There's all kinds of things to do to inflate and deceive. Well, I've ended up giving away cars because I won't inflate it. If they don't want it for the value and I'm ready to do something else and somebody's got a need, I've given cars away. And that's just the way it is. You try to do things fair and everything. And a lot of times, another word that is being used a lot, especially in your young generation, is the word hustle. That's inflating the value of something. You're giving something for more price. You're telling people, oh yeah, this is worth that and worth that. And a lot of times that's dealing with drug dealing and stuff. And it used to be the day, back in my day, hustling was more of a pull hustler. And when you worked, your dad or your family would say, boy, you really hustled at that job. You really worked hard, is what they were saying. Well, I'm going to move on out of here and catch my phone conversation. And we're going to move on and listen to the rest of the program. I got music. I've got more things to talk about with the music industry and different things with the internet. Talk to you later. There we go.
Engagement farming refers to the practice of artificially inflating the engagement metrics of social media posts or accounts in order to boost their visibility and credibility. This can involve various techniques such as buying fake followers, likes, comments, shares, or using automated bots to generate interactions. The motivation behind engagement farming is often to make a social media account appear more popular or influential than it actually is. This can be used for personal vanity, to attract genuine followers or customers, or to deceive others into thinking a particular individual or brand has more influence or support than they truly do. However, engagement farming is generally frowned upon and can have negative consequences. Social media platforms often have algorithms in place to detect and penalize accounts engaged in such practices, potentially resulting in account suspension or bans. Moreover, it undermines the integrity of social media platforms and can erode trust between users and content creators.
Has taken the world by storm, but across the pond, a new wave of music is brewing. This, friends, is the dawn of the British invasion, a revolutionary period in music history when British bands and artists took the global stage by storm, forever changing the landscape of popular music. First up, we have the Beatles. Emerging from Liverpool in 1960, the Beatles, with their iconic mop-top haircuts and harmonious melodies, soon became a global phenomenon. They were pioneers of new musical styles, from pop ballads to psychedelic rock, and their influence on music and culture remains unparalleled. Next came the Rolling Stones. Formed in 1962, their bluesy rock sound was a sharp contrast to the Beatles' pop anthems. Known for their energetic performances and bad boy image, the Rolling Stones became synonymous with rebellious youth culture. Hot on their heels were the Who. Established in 1964, they were famous for their electrifying live performances. Their innovative blend of rock, pop, and R&B, along with their thematic albums, made them one of the most influential bands of their time. In 1966, Cream took the stage, comprising Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker. Their fusion of blues, rock, and psychedelic music was a game changer. They were known for their lengthy and innovative instrumental jams. The Yardbirds, known for their experimental sound, also emerged in the mid-60s. They bridged the gap between beat music and psychedelic rock, and were instrumental in the development of hard rock and heavy metal. Donovan, a folk and pop singer-songwriter, became popular in 1965. His poetic lyrics and incorporation of various musical styles made him a unique figure during the British invasion. Manfred Mann, a band formed in 1962, were known for their catchy pop hits. However, their diverse sound also incorporated jazz and rhythm and blues elements. The Kinks, formed in 1964, were famous for their raw sound and socially conscious lyrics. Their influence extended to numerous genres, from hard rock to punk. Hermits, another band from the mid-60s, were known for their light, pop-oriented sound. Their catchy tunes were a hit among the youth of the time. Tom Jones, the Welsh powerhouse, burst onto the scene in 1965. His soulful voice and charismatic performances won him fans all over the world. Dusty Springfield, one of the few female artists of the British invasion, emerged in 1963. Her soulful voice and pop sensibilities made her a beloved figure in the music scene. Last but not least, the Animals. Formed in 1963, their gritty, bluesy sound was a hit among rock fans. Their raw and passionate performances remain iconic to this day. To summarize, the British invasion was a time of musical innovation and cultural shift. From the Beatles' harmonious melodies to the Rolling Stones' rebellious rock, to Cream's innovative jams, each band and artist brought something unique to the table. The Yardbirds' experimental sound, Donovan's poetic lyrics, Manfred Mann's catchy pop hits, the Kinks' socially conscious lyrics, Herman's light pop sound, Tom Jones's charismatic performances, Dusty Springfield's soulful voice, and the Animals' raw, bluesy sound, all contributed to this revolutionary period in music history. The British invasion was more than just a musical movement. It was a cultural phenomenon that swept across the globe, forever changing the face of music. And its influence, even after 6 decades, is still felt today.
In this moment, you're listening to Breakaway Power Hour. The word for this program today. Listen to this thought-provoking message. thought-provoking message.
You